In this video, we're going to try to take you through a service from start to finish. That's from opening the service to the repair to getting it back to the customer. So you've seen the video already where you open a service for when you get merchandise in. So we're going to kind of duplicate that part of it right now. So we go to V003. Enter our code, and we click down here at the bottom to open a new service. The invoice here. And this is we're opening a service for a customer. This is a customer that gave us their invoice number so we know where that item is. Again, if you remember, if we do this side, it's merchandise that we, the dealer, owns. Click OK. And what this is showing me is everything that is on that invoice. So let's say they are going to bring this piece in down here. That's the piece that we have an issue with. Again, on the right, Infinity requires you to have a serial number on for everything. And if you don't, just click serial here and type the word none. That'll allow you to keep going. Remember the piece activity we're going to skip through. We don't need to go through that now. I'm going to click on accessories. If for some reason the customer were going to leave an accessory with the piece that they brought in, you want to make note of that. This isn't set up right now, but if you were set up, this would have different accessories that typically come with that type of merchandise. So this may say pillows for a sofa. It may say remote control for a television, things like that. And you just click on them so you'll have a record that you took those things in. Conditions is you want to take inspect the merchandise and make sure that the customer is not leaving something that already has some kind of issue like scratches or tears that aren't the problem, but you want to make note of them so they don't say that it happened while it was in your possession. So I'm going to say here small tear in right side. I hope this is an upholstered item. I don't even know what it is actually. It is good. It's a chair. All right. So we done conditions, service history. Again, is going to give you, if I click that, it's going to give you the history of what you've done so far. And it looks like this we've had on this folio, on this invoice, we've already had a service on one of the other pieces, and that's what it's showing you there. And that was closed. So I'm going to escape out of that. Down here, I'm going to uh, I can select repair or inquiry. That inquiry is when the customer is just making a phone call, but you want to notate that they've called something in, so something's done about it. So we're going to say that this is a repair, and the problem with this chair is that it has a right broken. Uh, okay, so that'll give anybody that opens this up a view into what's happening with the merchandise. Down here, we let you say whether it's our fault, the dealer's fault, or the customer's fault. Sometimes it's either one, but you need to assign one. So we're going to say that this one's our fault. Here you're going to ask if you're going to return it to stock, which we are. We're going to take it back so we can repair it. And it's going to ask you what bin you're going to put it in. Okay, so should have been in the warehouse, but let me see if it'll let me do it. Yeah, it will. Okay, great. And it should have put it in that bin. Very good. Okay. and the date that it was returned. So when I click OK, if I've answered everything I needed to answer, it will let me go forward. This is where you can ask the customer if they want to get texted about their repair. It's always a great idea to collect permission to text. I'm going to say no in this case. And it brings us to this screen that you've seen before, where down here you've got description of the merchandise. Up here you've got um, data on the service, right? So what it's telling us, it's not repaired yet, but the status is that it has been returned to stock. So we've got possession of it right now. Customer's information down here, it's going to tell you the warranty on this and the extended service if they bought any. In this case, they didn't. Otherwise, it would give you an expiration date right here. Okay, so let's now go to actions. Remember the service module in Infinity, the way it works is you assign actions to what you're doing with dates, and Infinity will capture those, and then it's up to the service department to manage those actions and move things along. So right now we're going to start with, we did the return to stock already. We're going to say that we need to order parts for this customer. So we are going to say that those parts are due to arrive in, let's say, 10 days. Click OK, save. Actions completed. You can see that the service activity is being updated every time we choose an action, which should mean that you're moving that merchandise from one task to the next task, right? So who's ever in charge of ordering parts, they should be ordering parts for this customer. If you remember, we don't have it in front of you here, but those tasks come up on a screen and can be sorted by the different types of actions so they can be worked. And that's up to the service department, usually the manager, to make sure that all that is flowing and customers are being taken care of quickly. So from ordering parts, we're going to go to, let's say we've got the parts and the um, merchandise. We're going to say that we are going to repair it in-house. So let's click on repair in-house, and we're going to repair it at the warehouse. We're going to have that repaired by, let's say we received them, and we're going to have that repaired by the 20th. Click OK, save. I'm not going to print the service now. So this action is now completed. You can see this is now updated. Again, it's in reverse order of when things happen. The most current is always on top. And now the merchandise has been repaired and the merchandise is ready. We can come over here. We're going to say merchandise ready. And what this is telling us here is we can now plan on getting this merchandise back to the customer. We can set the status that the merchandise is ready so they can pick it up. We can schedule a delivery only, which is really requesting a delivery date. It will go to somebody to approve, or we can go straight into the truck delivery scheduling and schedule it to be delivered on a truck. I'm going to choose the set status to merchandise ready. The action is complete. So it's now ready at the warehouse. And here is then we can go down here. Let's say we called the customer, let them know their merchandise is ready. And they come in, and when they come in, we go here and we're going to choose a pick sheet because we want the customer is picking it up. So enter. Take a second here. It knows that we have it. This is just like when we give merchandise for a will call or a take. When it's not a service, this is the exact same screen. Uh, it looks exactly the same. The one difference is you'll see that the delivery quantity that we can give out is in yellow, highlighted in yellow. That means the service. It's not regular merchandise. It means it's a service. So we go down here to create the task of the will call. Click on that. In many cases, you can print this to give to somebody to go get it off of the racks. We're not going to print it. We're just going to escape right now, but that's what we do. You can see that that number turns small in that yellow. That means that we have created the task, but we haven't completed it yet. So to complete the will call, we give it up to the customer now. Just click on Complete Will Call. And the scheduled delivery has been completed. Let's click back here. Will call delivery on 5/10/2021, and the service is now done with. So we did it quickly in a few minutes, but this obviously could take 2, 3 weeks, whatever needs to be done, and obviously the more needs to be done, the longer it will take. So that's how we open a service, run it through the service department, through all the tasks until it's ready, and deliver it back out to the customer.